Minnesota ICE Occupation Journal update, January 22nd. It is a Thursday. It's about 9:30 p.m. Central Time. I am a community defender legal observer that operates pretty much exclusively on the east side of St. Paul. It is a neighborhood heavily impacted by ICE activity, and there's plenty to do for plenty of people. And I'm here in the neighborhood I know best, trying to protect my neighbors every way I can. Some updates of what's going on. I'm sure most of you have seen the news, but this is from my point of view on the ground in my neighborhood. A couple things. I'm really getting slightly annoyed. I know everyone means well for the most part, but the media and everyone talking about this occupation as a Minneapolis thing. Minneapolis is certainly impacted. There's a lot going on in Minneapolis, and my friends in Minneapolis who are legal observing and mutual aid are doing phenomenal work, and I think the world of them. But this is an occupation of the entire state of Minnesota, and the focus is on the metro. But the east side of St. Paul, where I live, which is a very diverse neighborhood, has been hammered constantly since Operation Metro Surge began. The suburbs are getting hit, even parts of greater Minnesota. This is a wholesale invasion and occupation of our entire state, just not Minneapolis. It is much bigger than the media is letting on. And ICE is lying about it. They've been caught in two big lies today. The Trump administration, all it knows how to do is lie. And before the Russian bots get mad in my comments and go, oh, no, it's easily provable. One, the protesters that were interrupted the Southern Baptist Church that had an ICE director as one of their pastors. You know, that's a great look, but Southern Baptists being on brand for being on the wrong side of history is literally in the DNA of the Southern Baptists. So if you know anything about that denomination, it shouldn't be surprising to you. But anyway, she was arrested. One of the leaders of the protest into the church was arrested by the FBI, and she went to turn herself in, but they wanted to make a show of it, so they wanted to handcuff her, and then the DHS or Trump administration or FBI, whatever, the Trump administration allied photographers took photos and then used AI software to manipulate it. It looks like she was sobbing in tears. When the actual picture, she is stoic and is stone cold Midwestern. I know I'm right. Let's give me my day in court. Cold. It's blatant lying. Blatant, just using AI to make pure propaganda, plain and simple. And for the people that complain about fake news, to literally manufacture fake news is the classic, if it wasn't for double standards, conservatives would have no standards at all, right? And then the Minnesota Department of Corrections director did a press conference today where they had to basically publicly call out the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, because DHS is preying on some pretty heinous criminal people who were undocumented people as being caught in Operation Metro Surge. You know, people who did horrible, horrible crimes against others. But these people weren't roaming the streets captured by ICE defending the chaste white virgins or whatever they're claiming they're doing. These are people serving prison sentences in Minnesota prisons because they were captured and sentenced, and literally were just administratively handed over to ICE. It was a prisoner exchange that two agents with a single car could have handled with two prisoners in handcuffs. And so they're just lying. Like, there's no reason for the Metro Surge to be breaking windows and hauling people out and kidnapping 5-year-olds and using them as bait, and then sending that 5-year-old and his father to a deportation center, even though they are here legally and applying for asylum. Because conservatives always complain, well, I just want immigrants to apply, do it the right way. That 5-year-old and his family did it the right way, and they're still being terrorized. And the amount of trauma inflicted on a 5-year-old being used as a weapon for human terror. So that's where we're at. JD Vance is in town too, and he's like, said something that I think was meant as an insult. Like, we're facing really we didn't expect Minnesota to resist like this and everything, but it really came across as a compliment as someone on the ground. There's so many people doing so much. I'm just one person doing some community defense, standing in front of businesses, driving my neighborhood to be a witness to the crimes that are committed by these ICE agents. I focus on my neighborhood because I am one person. If any of us tried to do it all, we'd melt down. But the strength of Minnesota and what brings joy to my heart every day is how many Minnesotans are standing side by side to resist this. We have people like me, legal observing, defending. We have people stocking food shelves and making deliveries and getting diapers to families that need it. It is truly a beautiful thing. And the love, the community, the number of fist bumps I got standing from the Mercado today of just people thanking me for being there. These two wonderful young Somali women brought me and the other community defender hot cups of chai and these delicious samosas just to thank us. And if those women who gave me the samosa are out there and somehow see this, they're delicious. Thank you very much. And the chai hit perfect in this cold weather. It's going to be even colder tomorrow. There's an ice out protest where businesses, schools are, it's a general strike. I'm participating. I will be home with my child. We will be making whistle packets and printing out signs and folding them to pass out to help the community to be a part of this. We're going to get through this together, Minnesota. We are standing side by side. We're taking care of each other. Democracy is built by neighbors. Democracy is of the people, for the people, by the people. And Minnesota is showing what the people can do in the face of tyranny. So, be kind, be safe, stay salty, and always fuck ICE.